in the shadow of the old oak tree, where our names were carved for eternity. The sunset bleeds through skies like a wound, where once our love under starlit tunes danced on whispers of the prairie wind. In that quiet town where my dreams had been, and the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads under twilight's bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay echoes a song of the love that strayed, as the silence screams under moon's cold sway. Darling, the dust walked away. Now the porch swings empty, the laughter gone. Old cabins' windows face the dawn alone, where we sipped on summer like it never ended. Now only raindrops come to attend. Your scarf still hangs on the cedar frame, a testament to love and its fleeting claim. And the dust walked away with my heart in its shoes, down gravel roads where memories bruise. Every step on that trail where we used to lay whispers goodbye to the dreams that decay, as the stars hide away in the sky's gray fray. Darling, the dust walked away. By the creek where the willows mourn, I understand now I must be reborn. Though the tracks I make stir dust of the lost, in the heart's quiet echo I count the cost. Yes, the dust walked away with my sorrows in tow, across lonely plains where the cold winds blow. Every step on that path where our love once lay marks a chapter of past in the dusk's gentle sway, as the world turns to gold at the end of the day. Darling, forever the dust walked away.
Out where the oak tree shadows lie deep, I found her scarf, faded red, left to keep under that old sky where our dreams used to fly. By the dusty trail where boots closed her eyes, we carved our names in the bark, wild and free, promises whispered soft as the breeze. She laughed under moonlit canvases wide, now nothing but echoes where her laughter once thrived. Oh, boots closed her eyes on that lonesome ridge high, where the sun sinks its sorrow into twilight's goodbye. And these trails, they win like the tears I've denied, since boots closed her eyes, since boots closed her eyes. There's an old porch swing swaying, untouched and alone, like the heart in my chest. It creaks and it moans. Where we used to sit, the world seemed just right. Now it's just shadows stretching long into the night. The gravel roads whisper with each step I tread, speaking of days gone and the love that they bled. Her memory is a ghost town, a story gone cold, in a cabin of silence where truth remain untold. Oh, boots closed her eyes on that lonesome ridge high, where the sun sinks its sorrow into twilight's goodbye. And these trails, they wind like the tears I've denied, since boots closed her eyes, since boots closed her eyes. And I wander these hills like a spirit in flight, chasing shadows and dust from the morning till night. But her whispers of wind I'll never outrun, a part of the land, the moon and the sun. So Boots closed her eyes, and I bid my farewells to the dreams we once chased through these valleys and dales. May the stars hold her softly, may the prairie sing wide, while Boots sleeps beneath them, and I keep the ride. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes, oh, since Boots closed her eyes, my heart never flies, just circles above where our old love lies. Since Boots closed her eyes, since Boots closed her eyes. Underneath that old oak tree, where our names were carved so deep, in a land where whispers roam free on the breeze that sang us to sleep. Your scarf, it danced a wild red flame against the vast unyielding blue, and life, it never stayed the same when under that oak I first kissed you. Oh, the oak tree sank in the riverside, roots washed away by the weeping sky. Our promises hung on a storm's cruel break. Love slipped through fingers faster than you'd think. Now the cabin stands, the vacant stairs, through windows that frame the setting sun, gravel roads and the dust that shares the tales of the treaded paths we've run. An empty porch, a creaking swing, the echoes of laughter, a fading trail, the saddle's empty like the sting of a lonesome whistle, a gone rail. Oh, the oak tree sank in the riverside, roots washed away by the weeping sky. Our dreams just memories of a silent star, haunting emptiness
you and the rivers both ran away from me. Out by the old split rail where the creek bends and sighs, I first saw her smiling neath the vast prairie skies. We carved our names into the oak, so wild and free. Underneath that summer sun, silence watched me. Oh, silence, watch me lead through fields of gold and yore. Her scarf caught on the breeze as my heart tore. Every whispered wind, every rustle in the leaves, echoes of what we had. Silence, watch me lead. Years flew like dust devils across those old gravel roads. Our cabin stood empty where once love abode. Winter claimed the porch swing where we dream above the fray. Rain washed away the trails where we once lost our way. Silence, watch me lead past shadows growing dim, missing her laughter in the twilight hymn. The cold grip of the night, the longing that deceives. She's a ghost in my heart. Silence, watch me lead. I see her face and fires dance. Old regrets spin stories in their haunting spectral trance. A lone coyote calls to a moon so out of reach. In this silent symphony, my soul finds its speech. Silence, watch me lead, and it watches still as I roam these wild lands against my heart's own will. But every sunset burns where her love once wove its weave. In the quiet of the night, silence, watch me lead. Quiet of my life, only silence, watch me lead. There's an old porch where my memories linger, weathered wood beneath the touch of my finger. Saw an oak tree sway, a scarf in the breeze. That porch watched me leave, my heart on its knees. Oh, the wind whispers low through the valley and creek, and the sun casts long shadows when the heart is too weak. Under skies wide and somber where my sorrows believe, I still see that old porch watch me leave. Gravel roads where we rode side by side, echoes of laughter where our dreams used to hide. Then came autumn's sigh, the cold rust on the leaves, empty cabin, silent goodbye. The porch watched me grieve. Oh, the wind whispers low through the valley and creek, and the sun casts long shadows when the heart is too weak. Under skies wide and somber where my sorrows believe, I still see that old porch watch me leave. In the hush of the night, by the flicker of fire, every star up above knows the tune of my lyre. But the silence around speaks the truth, can't deceive. All I loved, all I lost, as that porch watched me leave. So I roam through the dusk where the wild rivers weave, with a soul full of dust and a heart that can't cleave. To the shadows of oak trees where I once could breathe, forever that old porch had watched me leave. Yes, forever that old porch still watching me leave. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where wild winds whispered you to me, the earth smelled sweet after the rain. Your laughter echoed, eased the pain. We carved our love on that aged bark, promised forever beneath the stars. But storm stays long on this lonesome ridge. Your scarf still dances on the broken bridge. My heart rides trails where we once roamed. In every sunset I ride alone. The winds may settle, the dust may lay, but in my home the storm stays. Now the porch swing sways with no delight, that old cabin veiled in twilight. The gravel road bears no more your trace, only footprints that time can't erase. Where once our dreams like wildflowers bloom, now stand silence in quiet gloom. Yes, storm stays harsh on this weary heart. Your memory lingers though we're apart. The saddle's empty, the night sky sprawls against the echo of your distant calls. The rains may cleanse, the oak may sway, but in my heart the storm stays. I wander past where laughter dwelt, underneath the heavens we once held. Each step away stretches like miles on the trails of our lost smiles. As the storm stays deep in the folds of night, and I'm left alone with these fading lights. No more you, just the wind's soft cries and the haunting of our last goodbyes. Though time moves on, my world decays under the endless stormy grays. In every shadow love betrays, here in my heart the storm stays. the shade of an ancient oak, where the whispers of the old world spoke, I carved our names in the heart of the wood, where the silence of our lost love stood. The creek nearby had sang its tune beneath the quiet prairie moon. Your scarf still caught on that jagged bark, a faded red against the dark. Oh, these ghost-carved memories that haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we owned. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads, in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flowed. Now the porch where we used to sit, watch the seasons change amid to the winds that sweep through hollow rooms, carrying the remnants of old perfumes. And I, a lone rider on these plains, find solace in the rains and wash the tracks we left behind, but never blur you from my mind. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. In every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we owned. My heart's a shadow in the twilight, drifting over gravel roads, in the fading light of a love that might have been where the restless river flows. By the dusty glow of the setting sun, I see your face and I come undone. Time's cruel hand may heal the scars, but leaves its stories in the stars. An old saddle worn lies near the door like my heart not needed anymore. In the echoes of my solitude lies the quiet depth of my gratitude. Oh, these ghost-carved memories, they haunt the trails where we once roamed. Every gust your laughter flees through empty cabins past dreams we own. I let the dust claim what's left to say beneath oak shadows by the grave of a love too wild to ever tame. Ghost-carved, I'll whisper your name.
There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. The scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming around, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flare where eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night, I feel her close yet so far, a silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong. But every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. And her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down.
In the shadow of the oak, where wild daisies grow, I heard her laughter mingle with the breeze so low. Underneath that sky, as wide as a dreamer's heart, we carved our names now, just a faded part. Her scarf, a splash of red against the dust, fluttering like a flag, surrender to its trust. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves, her whispers thin from the saddle to the porch where empty swings sway. Her echo wanders in the dusk where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. Years peeled away the paint from that old wooden door where laughter used to live. Now silence grips the floor. The path we walk now overtaken, and by the weeds, lost tracks like my heart, choked by unspoken needs. The cabin holds the cold, like the bed keeps the shape of her. Windows stare blank like eyes that remember how we were. Her voice fell apart in the cold autumn winds, words scattered like leaves, her whispers thin from the saddle to the porch where empty swings sway. Her echo wanders in the dusk where I lost my way. Each sunset drips down like tears on old stone. Her voice fell apart, and I ride these trails alone. Inside, holding reflections of a cloudless sky, but in its depths it hides a stone so sharp, just like the pieces of my broken heart. Her voice fell apart like rain through my hands, fading footprints in soft sinking sands, through whiskey dreams and the cold night's embrace. In every shadow I still search her face. Now every starfall reminds me of the start. Her voice fell apart, and so did my heart.
Out where the oak tree melodies whisper secrets of old. In a land where my heart's tales were never told. By the creek where we laughed under moon's soft glow. Your shadow dances on the water's murky flow. That old wooden porch, we'd sway slow in the breeze. Now creaks 'neath my boot, alone with my pleas. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Years rolled like the thunder across these wide plains, since the rain washed away all but our loves remain. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment so frail, on the trail we once walked, now just a faded trail. The cabin sits empty like the hollows of my soul, each corner filled with memories I can't control. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. So here's to the silence between each dust-kicked stride, to the stars that keep secrets of the tears that I've cried, as night drapes the prairie in a blanket so wide. Your ghost finds me here in the shadows I hide. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert. Now only your scent lingers beneath the infinite skies, where old dreams come to die. I whisper your name with a lone heartfelt sigh. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, here I'll abide on the gravel roads bend forever, you and I. In the shade of an old oak tree, where the earth holds secrets deep, we carved our names young and free on a heart as wide as the rolling sweet. Your scarf, it danced a dusty red in the winds of that wild sacred land, where the porch creaked neath the weight we tread, and our future lay like the grains of sand. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh into the arms of the aching sky, your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars lit up your goodbye. I ride these trails worn and bleak with your memory, a treasure I seek in the fading light. Your voice still speaks, but it's just the silence, so vast, so deep. Now the oak tree stands there all alone, its leaves whispering tales of the past. The names we etched now barely shown, like shadows that the sun has cast. That old cabin, our love's sweet home,
sits empty as time has willed. The gravel road once ours to roam, with the echo of our laughter still. And the sunset sank with a heavy sigh to the arms of the aching sky. Your whisper lost in the coyote's cry as the stars watched us say goodbye. Each dusty trail, each silent plea brings me back to you endlessly. In the twilight's glow, you're all I see, yet I'm just a ghost in our memory. Oh, these hills hold the breath of your grace, and the rains fall like tears on my face. With each storm a bit more I erase, but never the pain of your empty space. So the sunset sinks with a heavy sigh beneath clouds like an old weary lie. I'm riding on, though my heart can't deny part of me vanished when you said goodbye. In the crimson fade I bear the mark of love lost deep in the veil dark. With each setting sun I embark towards tomorrow with your shadow in my heart. Out where the wild oak whispers to the wind, I found old locket, rusted thin, inside a curl of golden hair, haunted eyes, a sunlit stare. That lock of hair like prairie wheat underneath the oak, our secret meet. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile locked away, lost in time for a while. Beneath these endless aching skies, every sunset her whisper replies. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Years roll like thunder across these plains, footprints faded by summer rains. Used to ride by her daddy's farm, now there's nothing but an old empty barn. The porch where we danced is worn but stands. I still feel the touch of her vanished hands. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile locked away, lost in time for a while. Across these wildlands are dust and dew, lone trails I follow, thinking of you. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Sometimes the night's so quiet it's profound, gravel roads whispering without a sound. Beneath the stars I reckon what's lost, echoes of laughter, the unbearable cost. In every shadow, in each line I roam, I find pieces of you calling me home. Oh, rusty locket, cradle her dreams in the folds of your metal. Our love still gleams, but the trails grow longer, as do the years. Memories fade, not the tears. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, bind us forever. In the silence of the dusk, with the last light I see, rusty locket, part of you will always be with me.
In the hush of dawn, by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist hide the mountain's knee, I heard her laugh, wild as a creek, where the bluebells sang and the pines would speak. Her voice like a path through forgotten ways in the golden dust of our yesterdays. Oh, her voice walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust thinned. Underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingered, then fades away. Now the porch swings lonely, the cabin's bare, gravel roads lead to who knows where. The rains came through and the curtains tore, the laughter faded, won't grace no more. From the saddle to the saloon's dim light, every trail turns to her in the night. Walked away with the westward wind, left me a shadow in the dust then. Underneath that white star sway, her whisper lingers, then fades away. On a lonesome trail time might heal or pretend, but the oak still stands and the wind still roams, where her memory dances and my heart still roams. Yes, her voice walked away with the westward wind, now just echoes in the songs I've penned. But deep in the canyons, past the fading light, her melody stirs the birds in flight. So I'll ride these plains neath the endless gray, where her voice walked away, where her voice walked away. In the shadow of the great oak's arm, where the sun laid gold in your hair, we carved our names young and unscarred on the bark so wild and bare. That dusty road by the old porch swing still hears the songs we used to sing. Oh, my heart bled in silence as the leaves turned brown underneath that oak where we swore our vows. The wind whispers secrets of you soft and low. My heart bled in silence, can't let go. Now the cabin's empty, the fire's cold, gravel roads don't know my tread. The scarf you left still holds your scent on the pillow of our abandoned bed. The trails we walked blurred by the rain, echoes of laughter turned to pain. Oh, my heart bled in in silence as the skies cried too. Memories fading, but all still true. The wind carries sorrow through the lonesome pines. My heart bled in silence with no signs. By the riverside where the water's deep, I tossed a stone, watched it sink. Every ripple a moment, a day, a year. Your face in the water, crystal clear. Oh, my heart bled in silence where the cold river flows, in the quiet of the woods where nobody knows. The sunset bleeds colors like my dreams used to do. My heart bled in silence quietly for you. So I ride these trails alone with the stars, guided by the moon, healing these scars. My heart bled in silence, now it beats slow and low. In the night, by the fire's gentle glow. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the wide, unforgiving azure sky, a rusty porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf it danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on under sunsets that deceive. Every mile, the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang, gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands empty by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift, saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gates, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dust, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free, yet chained to past regret. The wind soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I wander, let these old boots weave, passing lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold,
to deceive, and in its dying light, the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore, the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve.
In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wild roses used to grow, I found your scarf, a faded red, left behind like the love we know. That dusty path by Johnson's farm still haunts my boots, I roam alone. Each step a memory, hard and warm, a ghost of laughter, your soft tone. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. The porch still creaks just like it did when we'd sit watching rain sweep in. But now the woods is empty as the heartbeat's missing from within. These gravel roads, they know my stride. They've watched the years peel from my soul. Once walked with joy, now each a ride towards tomorrow's ceaseless toll. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars, guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. Oh, how the wildlands bleed and blend with every tear that the sky sent. In every gust your scent returns, as fleeting as a fire that burns. I whisper names into the breeze, praying they'll carry back to thee. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset paints the end of dreams and dust both swept away. These lonely trails, these fading scars, guide me to where I'll always part. Underneath these morning stars, with your memory forever my heart. In the quiet of night the wind sings low, and I reckon it's time to let you go. Out where the sunset kisses goldenrod, by the old creek where we once swore our love, her laughter lingers in the whispering wind. Under the oak tree we carved her names in mud. A scarf she left behind dances with the breeze on the porch steps of a cabin worn by years. Her voice waits in the silence of the plains, echoes neath the vast unending skies. In the rustle of the leaves, her gentle sighs. With every sundown my heart whispers her name. Oh, her voice waits, haunting every twilight's grace. In the shadow of our dreams I find her trace. while the gravel road wears a coat of dust. The trails we trod are fading with the rain. That old wooden saddle where we used to sit, now just a relic of the past it remains. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds across this land, yet in this quiet town her memory stands. Her voice waits in the silence of the plains, echoes neath the vast unending skies. In the rustle of the leaves, her gentle sighs. With every sundown, my heart whispers her name. Oh, her voice waits, haunting every twilight's grace. In the shadow of our dreams, I find her trace. Maybe the mountains know why she had to go, why her whispers float on the valley's breath. All that's left is the echo in the stones and the heart of a cowboy facing his lone sunset. Her voice waits, in the hush of night it stays, a melody of love that never decays. Through the rustle of the leaves in quiet sighs, beneath every moonrise her spirit lies. Oh, her voice waits, an everlasting embrace. In every twilight's grace I see her face. So I sing to the stars as the cold wind blows. Her voice waits where the wild river flows. There's an old oak tree that whispers by the porch, where the ghosts of summer scars hang in the air. Footsteps echo neath the boards where we once walked. In that sleepy dust of dusk I see you there. The prairie sky paints shadows in your shape, while the cabin's creaking sounds play our old tunes. And each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Empty bottles laying round this lonesome room. Oh, how the wind recalls your soft, gentle name. Through the willows, it's your laughter sounds the same. Those porch haunts grip me, won't let the past depart, as night drapes its cloak in the corners of my gloom. Years have dried the rivers that once fed these lands. Gravel roads now lead to places time forgot. The chair rocks gently touched by unseen hands. In the stillness I hear what the years have wrought. An empty saddle, worn path grown over. No more rides through the fields of clover, just the dusty. Each sunset spills like whiskey through my heart. Shadows dance in solitude, my soul's encased. Oh, how the wind whispers your soft, gentle name. In the silence of the night I hide my shame. Those porch haunts hold tight, won't let my sorrows part. Lost in echoes of the love I still can taste. Under starlit skies my regrets lay bare. The sagebrush scents the bitter truth I know. Time hasn't healed, it's just a thin disguise, covering the trails where we used to ride. Every sunset spills like whiskey through my soul. Memories like rain through my fingers uncontrolled. Oh, how the wind murmurs your soft eternal name. With each whisper it's clear I'll never be the same. This porch haunts my dreams, where your shadow's forever roam. In the quiet of the dawn I face this world alone. Such is the way of a cowboy's heart, bound to the land, to the lost, and the twilight stars. There's an oak by the old gravel path. Shadows stretch like the years that have passed. Rust on the gate, the hinges complain. Every creak whispers low, echoes pain. That porch where you dance, bare feet in the rain. Now boards lie still under skies turned to ash. In the whisper of the wind through the sills, abandoned ranch called my name soft and still. Under the weight of a west setting sun, I can't undo all the wrongs that I've done. The echoes of hoofbeats, now just a faint hum, where the ghosts of our past love linger on. The saddle hangs low, untouched by the ride. Dust settles thick where our dreams used to lie. Your scarf in the drawer, scent faded by time. Like the smile in my mind, it's faded and shy. From the creek to the cabin, each corner defined by the silence that screams you're no longer mine. In the whisper of the wind through the sills, abandoned ranch call my name soft and still. Under the weight of a west setting sun, I can't undo all the wrongs that I've done. The echoes of hoofbeats, now just a faint hum, where the ghosts of our past love linger on. So here's to the stars that still dare to shine, to the night so bold your hand in mine. May the winds carry away my mournful tune over mountains that witnessed our love too soon. In the whisper of the wind through the sills, abandoned ranch called my name lost in hills. As the twilight embraces the crest of the dawn, I'm learning to live with a heart that's withdrawn. Yet in the quiet, your memories reborn. On this abandoned ranch, where my heart was once drawn. Every sunset, every tear, every dream echoes you, shadows me in this wild silent scream. Out where the oak trees shadow old gravel road, she laughed under stars, her scarf catching the glow. By the creek where the water whispered secrets so low, her voice sank into my soul, sweet and slow. Oh, her voice
voice was a melody, soft as the dust drifting over the plains with the scent of dry musk. But time like a thief stole her whisper away. Now I roam with her echo in the twilight's gray sway. The porch still creaks where we danced free of care, but the cabin sits empty, just cold, thin in air. Gone like the rain on a hot, dusty pane. Left me with shadows and a heart full of pain. Yeah, her voice was a melody lost in the wind, fading fast like the light when the evening thinned. I reached for her warmth in the chill of the dawn, but turned to find the whispers of what's gone. Sometimes the scent or the way the wind moans brings me back to her laughter, her soft, gentle tones. Yet each sunset that bleeds into nights deep unknown reminds me some songs are too sweet to be held long. Her voice was the comfort I seek but can't hold, a memory wrapped in the warmth of her fold. As I sat on my